Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, ArchieLuxury channel, and today I'd like to talk about state of the collection. And I gotta tell you, with my collection itself there, I'm really happy with how it has evolved there. I have got a few rules in place, and it's kind of helped me, grow the collection in a certain way. Now, my rules are basically only one brand per watch. So I cannot have two Rolexes or two Pateks. It really makes you think. Now, I gotta tell you, this year has seen some amazing developments. What did I do? I sold my gold sub and I got a white gold world time. Then I flipped it and got a yellow gold. And I actually think the yellow gold may be a keeper. Maybe a keeper indeed there. I do love that watch. I've got my Reverso Grand Date. I'd never sell that. It's a keeper. That's a keeper. And then I've got my my really the cool pieces. This is the two combo deal, is the Explorer 2, the Polar Explorer 2. I love that piece. Great bang per buck. I think every man needs to have a Rolex in his collection. And for me, it's the Polar Explorer 2. Yes, that watch is a bit soft now, but hey, I don't like fads. I don't like fashion. Who really cares? And the second piece is my the Speedmaster. So that's a very much a keeper. The other two watches that I bought this year, which I gotta be honest with you, I had no idea I was going to do, but I kind of fell into them. My first one was the IWC Ingenua. And I gotta tell you, I really do adore that piece. That piece is absolutely, I really love it. It's my first IWC. And, it's Gerald Genta design. It's really cool. I can pronounce it any way I like. I own one. Gerald Gentra design. I love it to death. I love it. And then, what happened was I got pushed in by my friends. That was Scotty and David. And I got myself a Bregster, the Breguet Type 20, which I always do love. So I gotta tell you, I don't have a diver! No diver. Well, Archie, well, I'm not necessarily looking for a diver, but I gotta tell you, I did have plans. I like to do a bit of planning with my collection. I like to plan out what's going on, and I think I've got to slow down and stop for a bit, okay? I really do feel that when I say planning, what kind of happens is that you slowly with your watches, you kind of think, oh, geez, I'm just an average lower middle class broke guy. Got to be careful with what I buy in that there, and it's easy just to buy, but I got to tell you, I was going to get a vintage Amiga Speedmaster Mark II. I had a dealer friend of mine who's going to do me a deal, and I was going to do it, and then I'm thinking, do I really need another chronograph? Because I've already got the Breguet. I'm thinking, I got the Speedy and the Breguet, hey. And then that was going to be my new thing, is that I could have two Amigas and two Rolexes, because I really wanted to get a Rolex Submariner no date or a Sea Dweller, depending on what was good bang per buck at the time. But I gotta tell you, I think, what I might be doing? This is the plans, and I'm thinking just slow down. If you build your collection too fast, you end up having to sell it off later on to pay bills that are kind of banking up. So I think, let's be honest, 2017, I've kind of done it. I've kind of done it already. I've really done it. I have really done it. I have 2017, I have done it. I've got the Breguet. Well, let's put it this way. 2017, I upgraded the gold sub to a world time. Okay? Okay? I don't care who you are. I think the world time is a step up above the gold sub. The Reverso I've had for ages. That doesn't count. So I've upgraded my Holy Grail. The Reverso I had for ages. The Explorer 2 I had for a while. And I had the Speedmeister. Then I've added 2 pieces. This year I have added the IWC Ingenua, and I've added the Breguet. So that could be it for a little while. That could be it for just a little while. So next year, what my plans are, I'd like to get a diver. Yes, I do want a diver. But I gotta tell you, I find it good having some rules in place because it lets me concentrate on building the collection in a better way. I'm thinking as a diver, you guys aren't going to believe this, and you may, I don't know what you're going to say. Okay, this is what I'm thinking as a diver. Breitling Super Ocean Heritage. Breitling Super Ocean Heritage. And I got to tell you, I love the Submariners, but they're kind of expensive. I love the Sea Dwellers, kind of expensive. I'm kind of thinking, what's a great bang per buck diver that I like? And I had a few Breitlings. I had a few Super Oceans. And, you know, the Super Ocean, yes, they're cool. But I tell you the honest truth, I think the Super Ocean Heritage, I've always liked it. So I'm thinking maybe that could be a good watch to get. The other watch I'd like to get is, I'm thinking of getting some sort of, I don't know how to say this, I want to get some sort of Grand Seiko. I want to get a Grand Seiko. I think a Grand Seiko, something would be really cool. I don't know whether I'd go for, this is the hard bit. I haven't worked out the models yet. I'm leaning towards the high beat, okay? I don't know whether I could do a snowflake because I'm not a huge titanium fan. And the fact it's got a bit of quartz technology in it, I don't know if I could handle. I don't know if I could handle, but it is such an amazing piece. Yeah, so that's possibly for next year. That's what I'm kind of thinking is some pieces I could add to the collection. I kind of think, you know, it is fantastic having some rules there because I kind of like one watch per brand. It kind of says, okay, you got a Patek, get off it. I got a Rolex, get off it. That's it. You don't have 2 bites of the cherry. You get 1 bite. You got to pick something that is iconic and wonderful. And I think with the Patek, you know, the world time is a great piece. And with that 5110, the Guilloche dial, I think that is the best Guilloche dial on all the world time Pateks. So I really love it. I had a white gold. I love the white gold one, but the yellow gold is kind of pulling me in now. I really love it now. And I got to say, I've always loved the Reverso. That's been something I bought because I loved. It was never about it's a good bargain buy. I bought the Reverso Grand Date because I loved it. I thought it was just so sexy. I've owned a few, the Explorer 2 Polars. I've had a few. I always, when I sell it, I always want it back. I always want it back. So I'm just not going to flick my Explorer 2 anymore. Speedy's the same thing. I've owned a few of them, and whenever I've sold them, I've wanted them back. So I think a Speedy is something you gotta hang on to and just keep in your collection. I'm having a really interesting thing with the IWC because I had a bit of buyer's remorse when I bought it. I bought it off Scotty, and then I thought, oh, geez, what did I do? And one of my fans in Sydney, he's offered me my money back. He said, hey, I'll take it, Arch. He came up for business, and I met him for lunch, and I showed him my watches, and he really liked the Ingy. And I kind of, it's funny, when someone else wants it, you kind of have more respect for it. And he offered to buy it, but I kind of like it. I do like it. It's just, I can understand I mean, I never really got IWC for a long time. It was something that I'd seen the purists who loved IWC, and they were nuts. You know, I could never understand why, because a lot of IWCs are ETA movement based. I could never understand why you paid so much money for a bloody ETA movement based watch. But now that I got my own one with the in-house, the 80110 movement, I'm kind of thinking, I'm kind of really thinking, yes, yes, yes. And I gotta tell you, it's an interesting thing. IWC, you don't get it until you own one. Then you think, oh, I love this brand. They're German-speaking Swiss. I mean, these aren't, you know, they've got proudly on their dial there, if I could find my glasses, proudly on their dial there, Schwaffenhausen, just precision German, just, oh, it's done beautifully. And this model is really, really good how it's done. I suppose, you know, it's one of these things there that the rules, I kind of like these rules in a collection. One brand per watch. And the Breguet. Whenever, you know, as I said, I've told this story hundreds of times. Breguet Type 20 was the Breguet that got me addicted to Breguets. Okay, got me addicted to chronographs. Got me addicted to chronographs. I thought, geez, it is so damn cool. And I've got the Ehrenvale, the no date. Look, the date or the no date, which one's better? They're both brilliant. They're both very, very similar. I probably prefer the no date. Okay, that's because I don't wear it every day. When I do wear it, I just easily set the time, very easy. Don't need to muck around with the date, and she's ready to go. So for me, for my lifestyle where I don't have a job, it's perfect. So I've got to tell you, having some rules, it's really working for me. It really is working for me. So I'm thinking, I was going to have a vintage, but I don't know if I really want that. I don't know if I really want that. I think I really do want, I'm thinking that I really do want, I really, really do want a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage and some sort of Grand Seiko. That's what I'm thinking, the future. And I think I just add 1 or 2 pieces a year. That could be the best way to go. I've kind of settled on I got a nice collection there. I mean, I got 6 men's and 2 ladies pieces. Because I still do a bit of casual dating, and you know, if I'm going out with a lady, they invariably have a piece of crap on their wrist, piece of shit. So just take it off and say, look, whilst you're dating me, could we put on a Rolex or an Omega Constellation? Or an AP. Actually, I got 3. I got 3 ladies. 3 lady, 2-tone AP, which I will go to the grave with. That watch is unsellable. I've got the Omega Constellation ladies, and I got the Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. 79160. 79. That's a great, I love that. That's a great watch itself. So I got to tell you, I'm really, with my collecting, I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. I love what I've got. I love the watches. And I they bring me a lot of joy. So there you go, guys. That's a bit of a wrap up on my collection, the state of the collection. Tell me what you guys think of that.